Hi, Lions. Thanks for joining me for another lesson. I have a new sight word to introduce you to, and we're going to practice our other sight words, and then we'll do some spelling and then read a new story together. Okay, the word I want to introduce you to today is my. My dog went for a walk with me today. My. Let's read it together. My. Let's spell it. M-Y, my. Good. Let's read, spell, read again. My, M-Y, my. Good job. We'll practice this every day, so we'll be automatic with it. Okay, our next sight word, isn't. Let's spell it. I-S-N apostrophe T. Isn't. Don't forget when we're spelling, we're going to say the apostrophe. We'll say the name for apostrophe. That way we remember to use the apostrophe when we're spelling. Okay, let's read, spell, read the rest of our sight words. And remember, we practice these. They're heart words or sight words because we want to know them by heart. We want to know them automatically. Go. G-O, go. Under. U-N-D-E-R. Under. Is. I-S is. You. Y-O-U, you. Can't. C-A-N apostrophe T, can't. Remember, this is short for cannot. It's called a contraction when you connect two small words to make one word. Get. G-E-T, get. R. A-R-E-R. She. S-H-E, she. We. W-E, we. Yes. Y-E-S, yes. And. A-N-D, and. No. N-O, no. On. O-N, on. The. T-H-E, the. Can. C-A-N, can. I. Spell it. I. Read. I. Me. M-E, me. Remember, you should be reading, spelling, reading right along with me. Read. C. Spell S-E-E-C. Good. Two. T-O-2. Down. D-O-W-N. Down. Was. W-A-S. Was. Good. Read. He. Spell H-E. He. Saw. S-A-W, saw. Good job, guys. Okay, we're going to do our spelling now. So if you do not have paper and pencil, go ahead and grab your supplies. You can push pause. For those of you that have them, we'll go ahead and get started. Say had. She had a new book. Let's sound it. Add. Had. Go ahead and spell had. Like the huffing horse. Like the apple. Had. Like the digging dog. Is this what you came up with? Good job, Lions. So the H and the D, they both go to the top line, and the A goes to the midline. Good job. Okay, the next word, sack. I have a sack of potatoes in my pantry that I need to cook. Sack. Let's sound it. Sack. Sack. Let's go ahead and spell sack. Sack. Now, I know there are three ways to spell k, the k sound. But I also know you can spell k with C-K at the end of a word. So I'm going to try that. Sack. So I'm going to spell it with C-K, and it looks right. So I know that this must be the right way to spell it. When you're not sure if you should use C-K or C-K, Try all three, and then you can see which one looks right. But we know CK is only at the end of a word, sack. So the letter K goes to the top line. And then you see where this part, the slant comes in, it starts at the midline, sack. Good job with your spelling. Okay, the next thing I want you to spell is all. Remember that was our new spelling from yesterday? So I'm going to grab the card, all, to help us. So we know it is A-L-L, all. Because this all, the A, excuse me, does not make the sound that we expect it to. So this is one of those spellings that we are just going to remember. A-L-L, all. So the A goes to the midline and then both L's go to the top line. Now, the next word is tall. So I hear all and tall. So I hear t, all. So I'm going to spell t like the tick-tock clock. And then I can spell all, tall. There we go. So tall has all in it. And the T goes to the tip-top line, just like the two L's. Good job. Okay, spell sick. I hope you are not sick. Let's sound it. Sick, sick. So stretch out those sounds and spell. Like the itch, ick. I hear k at the end of the word again, like sack. And I know when I hear k at the end of a word, it can be CK. And if you weren't sure, you could try the other two ways to make the k sound, so C or K by itself, and see which one looks right. But CK will only be at the end. Okay, the last word we're going to spell is one of our sight words, saw. I saw one of our students at the store. Spell it, S-A-W, saw. Okay, as you spell that, make sure you say the letters. That way you see it and hear it and feel it while you write it. Saw. S-A-W, saw. And all three of these letters go just to the midline, saw. Good job. Okay, now we're going to read our story. Remember, our stories are controlled stories. That means they only have the sounds and the words that we have learned so far. Okay, so they are playing kickball. That is fun. Kickball. Sam, Ann, and I kick the ball. Kickball is fun. Okay, and we're going to go back and reread that because we had to stretch the sounds out. And so a good reader, when they have to do that, they go back and reread. That way they can pay attention to what the story is about rather than having to pay attention to the different sounds and the words. So we're going to reread it. Sam, Ann, and I kick the ball. Kickball is fun. It is fun. I miss playing kickball. Remember, it's also a good idea, guys, to pause the page when I show it up here, and you practice reading it on your own before we read it together. And then that way you can read at your own pace. Ann kicks my ball. Remember, when we see all, we're just going to read all. We're not going to stretch those sounds out. She runs to a stick. Ann kicks my ball. She runs to a stick. Sam runs after the ball. He can't, that's one of our sight words, so it should be underlined. He can't get Ann. Sam runs after the ball. He can't get Anne. Anne has a tack in a sack. The tack falls in the mud. Anne has a tack in a sack. The tack falls in the mud. I am sick. I can't kick my ball. I miss it. I am sick. I can't kick my ball. I miss it. Oh no. Poor thing. I go and sit down. Sam runs to see me. I go and sit down. Sam runs to see me. Sam falls in the mud. The tack is stuck in my ball. Sam falls in the mud. The tack is stuck in my ball. Oh no. Poor Sam. I hate that Sam was trying to help her and then he fell in the mud. Anne gets the tack. My ball has a hole in it. Anne gets the tack. My ball has a hole in it. Oh my goodness, that was not a very fun game of kickball they had. All right, Lions, thanks for joining me. We will do another lesson tomorrow. I'll see you then.